The main thing is that we are all here. Wonderful. Okay, so being that we have a small class, what we're going to do is this. I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on. So, okay, so if you guys look, I sent this on the email, on your guys' email, and then I sent it also to your parents, just to give your parents kind of a heads up as well, so that we're all on the same page. Okay, but basically, you know, woohoo, we made it to the fourth quarter. I hope that you guys are all good to go. As you guys know, I don't know, I had a hard time trying to figure out what to do when we go back to in-person learning, but we're just going to keep it as one class. Okay, so does everybody understand what we are doing when we go back to in-person learning? That we're still going to be like kind of status quo, where if you are at home during cohort A, you're still going to Zoom in. And so we're all, even if you're in class during cohort A, you're going to be on Zoom, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. And then like when it's cohort B, whoever is in class during cohort B, you're just going to use that as your work period. Make sense? And then whoever's at home, you guys can Zoom in if you guys need additional tutoring. Okay. Yes, Hayden. Yes. Okay. Or if you guys need help. We're also going to be using cohort B as like group work stuff. Okay. So just know that even if you're in cohort A and you're at home during cohort B, you're still expected to Zoom in when you have group work to be completed. Everybody good on that? Yeah, because if not, cohort B kids kind of get the short end of the stick, right? You guys kind of figured that out, I think, already. You guys are experts at trying to work around systems because you're teenagers. And that's fine. Alicia's like, I'm not professional at it. Hello. We're going to be doing group work during cohort B, or you have things to do during cohort B. So it's almost to your advantage if you are in cohort B, because as you're doing your work, you'll be in my class, and then we can make sure that you get really, you turn in really good work. Okay, so there's pluses and minuses to both. Okay, so either way, we're just glad to have the kids back on campus, and I'll be on campus too. So let's make sure you have a good last week before we all got to go back. I'm talking to myself, by the way. Anyway, so what we have here is the email that I sent out. So what I wanted to do was to just remind you guys that during cohort B, you also have your Membean assignment to do, right? Which is the 30 minutes of Membean. Now, can you do Membean tonight for homework or this afternoon? Sure. Okay, so some of you guys do that, which is fine. Josh, some of you guys do that, which is fine. So I think that's good to, if you guys can do your Membean during cohort for homework, and then cohort B, just use that as all of your work period. The only change for Membean is that we're not going to have Membean due Sunday night at 12 o'clock. Okay, so is everybody good with that? If you need to write that down, please write it down, okay, because that's not going to be an excuse that I'm going to accept. Okay. Now, for example, if we're still kind of in this weird like transition of being at home or not being at home or whatever. So like, for example, if you have to like watch your siblings or something crazy pops up, then just email me and say you weren't able to do your Membean during cohort B, right? But let's plan ahead. If you guys know that cohort B is going to be crazy for you, which it shouldn't, because you really should be like doing school stuff at this point in the school year, okay? But if you do have something that pops up, just email me, okay? And then we'll work through it. Everybody good with that? Josh, where are you? Yay. Hi, Josh. So I just letting everybody know about how we're still going to meet during cohort A as an entire class for instructional day, and then cohort B is the work period. Okay, so during cohort B, when we get back to school, it's actually going to work out for you because you're going to actually be able to complete your work in cohort B in my class. Okay, and if you have questions, then we can work through those. But cohort A, everybody signing in for that instructional day. Okay, questions, Josh? Because I know you just came in. So you're clear, right? Cohort A, you're zooming in. But I think are you on campus every day? Or just cohort B? Okay, so you're going to be home during cohort A, I believe. It's A through K, cohort A. That's how I remember it. Okay, so make sure that when you're at home during cohort A, you're still zooming in. Okay, Josh? Okay, good. Yeah. All right, so let's move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide the class into 2 groups. But before we do that, this is our schedule for the week. We have a reading schedule. So you're going to be reading chapters 4 and 5 this week. Okay. We're going to be doing a freeze frame in just a bit. And then you have a CER for that's due before you come back to class, before Monday. Okay, so Sunday at whatever, 10:30. Okay, so you might want to write that down. Let's get back into the habit of writing it down. But don't just write it down and not do it. Okay, I'm looking at you. Yeah, right. You're like, Kumo, look, I wrote it down. Yeah, but you didn't do it. So it doesn't matter. Like, you have to do it. Okay, so let's get back on that. I'm going to be ending class early today so that you can read. Okay. And then you're going to have to work on your book creator. So anyway, let's do this. I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes to share your book creator. Okay, so what you've done up to this point. Okay, just real fast. You're just gonna share out what you've done on the book creator. Okay, so go ahead and get your book creators up and running. Okay. And if you haven't done your book creator yet, please share that you haven't done anything with your book creator yet. Okay. You're supposed to have 2 entries at this point, chapter 1 and chapters 2 and 3. Right. I feel like, yeah. Okay. All right. So go ahead and open up your book creators. Okay. Go ahead and share what you have. And if you don't have it done, then tell each other what you're going to do after you're done. Okay. All right. Okay, are you guys sharing out? Okay, at least talk to each other about what you need to do, okay?
Okay.
Okay, who's sharing out? It's just we're quickly sharing out, and it's whatever you have at this point.
We shared out already.
You did?
Yeah.
So it seems like we need to share out what we're gonna do to make sure that we have all of our things done. Okay, so let's share that out.
Like just what we need to do.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I mean, we might as well get that out in the open so that we can do it, right? Like that's what I do in my personal life. Like when I need to do something and I don't want to do it or I'm scared, I tell people that I'm going to do it. Because once I get it out there, then I'm like, oh crap, I told people I was going to do it, so I better do it now. Does that make sense? You should try it. It really works actually, because then people are going to be like, oh, so how was blah, blah, blah. And then you say, oh, I didn't do it. And then they're like, oh, like that's what this is, right? Okay, so go ahead. Who's going first?
I'm going to complete my chapters 1, 2, 3 in Book Creator.
I'm gonna create a drawing for chapter 1 and 2 to 3. I'm gonna do the essays, like the writing ones for chapters 2 and 3.
Right. You see how it's stacking up, you guys? Like, I don't know if you guys can. I need you guys to do what it is that you need to do. Okay. This should be fun. Like, I'm not gonna give you worksheets with, those like chapter questions. I'm not doing that. Okay, because it's easy to just, hey, what did you put down for that? Right? Like, that's not where this is. Like, we need to bring, right, our notes to class. Did you guys take notes this week? Did you guys read? Hopefully you guys read. Did you guys read? This book is going to get crazy real fast, so you guys need to make sure. Okay. All right. We're going to be done with this breakout room, and then I'm going to throw you guys into new breakout rooms. All righty. So part of being a freshman teacher is to teach my freshmen how to be sophomores. So for you guys, okay, I told the other group, like, when I don't want to do something because I'm scared to do something or it's kind of hard, I tell people, okay, I need you guys to try that, right? So I don't know if you guys told each other, Alicia and Josh, what you needed to get accomplished after I left, right? But it's a good practice to do. Throw out what you need to do into the universe, right? I gotta pull it together and get my cover letter, design my cover letter. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and throw that out there. Say it out loud into the universe so that you can follow through, right? Because when we go back and check in on each other again, and then you say, oh, I didn't do it, right? Then the natural reaction is like, why not, right? You said you were going to do it, right? And so part of that too is when you say something, do it, right? And you're like, well, I'm not going to say now, then I have to do it. No, keep yourself accountable, okay? We need you guys to be better at this because your sophomore year is going to be harder. And if you guys don't get a grip on doing your work in a timely manner of higher quality, then what happens? Your sophomore year is going to be really hard, right? Hayden, Kalahi Keola, you guys have older siblings. I'm sure they'll tell you that sophomore year is harder, okay? In fact, if I have you in class for sophomore year, some of you guys are gonna walk into my class going, oh my gosh, chemistry. I promise it's gonna happen. Every year it happens for my 10th graders, okay? So I need you guys, okay, to really figure out school before you leave to go to the 10th grade, okay? So I need to show you guys kind of like, not really Caleb's book, but I'm just gonna show you guys kind of what, like, you know, you have something that looks like this, right? Okay, everybody's looking, right? And what this does, okay, these assignments, what I'm asking you to do is take it and run with it. Do the work, okay? Have fun. Make it your own, okay? So I'm showing you McKenna's one because she took the assignment and made it her own, okay? I mean, pretty cool what she did. We got some details. She elaborated, right? She synthesized what she knew from the chapter and then made it her own, okay? So for you guys, I'm trying to get you guys to make your learning your own so that it doesn't seem like work, so that it seems like you're doing it because you want to do it, okay? It's not for a grade, it's for you guys to challenge yourself. Okay, everybody good? Challenge yourself. Make it your own so that it's fun. I know that, I think like Alicia, you're good at art. So why not do the drawing one, right? So go back to the choice board. Look at the drawing assignment that you could have done. Okay, do that. Okay. All right, let's move on. Whew, this is going to require you guys to grab your books and we're going to be working in a small group, okay? What I'm going to have you guys do is do a freeze frame. Do you guys know what a freeze frame is? Have you ever done this? Oh. So what this is we're going to have the oldest one in your group become the director. You're going to have about 10, maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to give one group chapter 2 and the other group chapter 3. The oldest person will be designated as the director. And what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to select a part of whatever chapter you're assigned, and you're going to find something to dress up in. You're going to make sure that you can, like, if you need to show your, let me just show you what this looks like, okay? Looks kind of like that, okay? So if you look, right, this is like the first draft, okay? But what you want to do is check if you can change your names. Try click on your face, and then you should see like the 3 dots top right hand corner of your picture. Can you rename yourself? You can, yeah? Okay. So like for example, in chapter 2, right, the director's going to say, okay, you are going to be Ralph, right? You are going to be Piggy. So make sure you go grab like glasses or whatever, okay? And then you're going to just freeze frame it. You guys can also rearrange the people on your screen. Try drag people and move them around. So try drag yourself and move you like up or down. Can you do that? Yeah, you can, right? You can reorganize. Okay, so the director is going to figure out, and you guys can talk about it. Which event in the chapter are you going to highlight? Okay, then you're going to freeze, and then the director is going to take the picture, the screenshot. Okay. The director is going to upload the screenshot to the discussion board with a summary of what took place. Okay, you guys good? All right, so you guys have about 10 minutes to kind of figure out what it is you're gonna do. Go grab whatever you need, okay, to make this picture happen. You can also change the background, your virtual backgrounds, to make this real, okay? So let me stop the share, and then I'm gonna throw you guys in 2 breakout rooms. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys come up with. Okay. Room 1, Alicia, Hayden, and Caleb, you guys are going to be chapter 2. Okay. And then room 2, Josh and Kalahikiola, you guys are going to be chapter 3. Okay. All right. Go for it.
Jack. Jack and Ralph.
Jack and Ralph.
Okay, what you guys decided?
Jack and Ralph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing what?
When
Jack seeing Ralph basically.
yeah, after Jack goes hunting, then Ralph is on the scene on the beach.
Okay. All right, so try and go get stuff to make you guys Jack and Ralph. And then like get some props and then maybe change your background. Okay. And then change your name. Can you change your name? Okay, so that each of you guys are different characters. That's cool. Okay. And then make sure it's an important event, yeah, in the chapter. Okay, go, go, go.
Josh, you want to be Jack or Ralph?
I already named myself Ralph.
That's cool. Okay, we have a Jack.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a spear.
Do you have one?
I don't know. There's random stuff at this house. You never really know.
Get
Hey,
a broomstick.
yeah. Cool. You're gonna be Piggy. Make sure you look like Piggy. Do you have glasses?
Oh yeah, get glasses.
I have
Yeah.
the blue light glasses only though.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you have an inhaler?
I do not have an inhaler.
On account of my asthma. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and then try and change your background so that it looks more realistic. Okay, I'm gonna get out of your screenshot so that I can. Maybe you can give each other something like maybe like Piggy can give Ralph the glasses or the con. You know what I mean? Like try and like make it so that it's realistic. Or Jack's trying to like spear something. Okay, I'm gonna get out of it.
The pig.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then he, you know, wusses out. Okay. Did you guys finish?
Oh yeah, I'm just writing the summary.
Okay, cool. Yay. Alicia, stop yawning. Stop it.
I am so tired.
How come? Even Kalahikiola is tired.
No, like tired. Like this morning I woke up at 8. I was praying to God that I didn't miss a class. I didn't.
You just had like 7 days of vacation.
Which none of those days I slept in on. But the one day I have school, I slept in.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Yeah.
This is the fourth quarter. Soon it will be all over and you'll have summer.
Summer. Wait, no. I'm gonna work for summer, so
Oh, what? What are you going to do?
yeah. I'm gonna go to my aunt's house and work with her. She works at Ace. Oh look, she gave me a hoodie.
Oh, that's cool. I really like Ace.
I know, right? And the hoodies are so nice, so beautiful. But no one can get them because they don't work there. I didn't work yet, but I got a hoodie.
I just really like I like Ace. They have a lot of things in there. All right. So and that's where I get my lemon drops, my candy. They're like these old school lemon drops. They're like $2 for the little bags of candy. I don't know. Stupid. All right. So go ahead and upload, and then we'll just share our screens in so you guys can talk about what it is that you guys came up with. And then you guys can change your names back. It's funny. Okay. So So in order for you guys to see the rest of the freeze frames, you're gonna have to just like submit, just submit like a something real fast. Okay. So cute. Ah, that's so funny. Jack, Kalahikiola, what are you holding? Is that
A coconut.
oh,
It was in the scene.
oh yeah. Okay. Where's your summary?
Did not write that yet.
Go ahead and just like, you can click on the 3 dots and then edit. So just add the summary. Oh, that's great. That is hilarious. And then Josh, what is that? You're building the hut? This is so funny.
I don't have enough sticks. So.
That was smart that you did it like that. That is super cool. Super cool. All right. Caleb, hi. Yes. Okay. And then who is... Okay, how's it going? Are we good? I just figure we return to, fourth quarter by kind of playing around first. Okay, so I hope you appreciated this moment. Hayden, are you guys done uploading yours? What? Oh, this is awesome. Hayden, can you go back and capitalize Piggy and Jack? Okay, Kalahikiola, can you and I was gonna say Ralph, but his name is Josh. Can you guys explain your guys' freeze frame, please? Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let's have you go second because you are chapter 3, and then let's have Hayden's group explain what's going on in chapter 2.
Ralph has his conch shell and he gathers everybody, right? and then he realizes that they're by themselves. So Piggy starts to get worried, and he's screaming and trying to tell them about how they're being childish, especially when they try to light the fire. And then Jack steps up as the hunter in the group, and I think does he have like a group of people that are hunters? Yep.
Yeah. Okay, very good. You guys could have changed your background. Like, Alicia, you could have had like, and then what is that? Oh, the snake-like thing. Why didn't you do that? Oh my
It's a
gosh.
caterpillar.
But it could have been the snake.
What? Oh, the snake.
Okay. Okay, so let's look at your notes for chapter 2, please. You guys should have notes for chapter 2. Okay. Couple things pop up in chapter 2. Right? It is called Fire on the Mountain, right? The things that the boys do on this island will constantly remind you guys that they are really young. They don't think. They're children, right? So one of the biggest things is the fire on the mountain, right? The other thing is this idea of the beastie, right? The beastie represents what? What does the beastie or the snake symbolize? The snake-like thing. Anybody? Hey, Kayla, what about you? What do you think the snake represents? If we're talking about a bunch of boys on an island and they're like, oh no.
Like they're realizing their actions. Like they're realizing like they're wrong.
Okay, they're realizing that they have some their actions are what? What are
Like catching up to them.
okay. Sounds good. Okay, so they're like, ooh, fire, right? And then they're like, oh no, it's too big. We can't control it, right? But also let's go back to there's somebody missing on the island, right? Okay, so we're in chapter 2, right? There is a little boy with a mulberry colored birthmark. He goes missing and no one seems to care. Okay, so I want to try and frame this out for you guys because it's really important that you guys start to see the characters as specific groups of people in society. Okay. So when you're reading, right, like Jack represents one group of society. Ralph represents another group of society. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Right. And so what we have here is we have this boy that disappears. And the only person that cares is who? Who cares that he's gone? Who even knows he's gone? I think Hayden is saying Piggy. Are you saying Piggy? Okay, so Piggy,
Yep, I'm
right?
saying Piggy.
He's trying to create this inventory of people, right? Like, okay, what is your name? Where, how old are you? He's just trying to keep track of all the people, right? Meanwhile, we have Ralph wanting to go play with the rocks and roll it down. We have Jack wanting to go do the hunting, right? And this boy goes missing. Not a care in the world, right? What does this boy that goes missing represent in society, right? People without a voice. What else? Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get you guys to not only see the kids as characters, okay, but as symbols of society. Make sense? Categories of people in society. Okay. All right. Next, there's this snake thing, right? What role does this snake thing play in chapter 2? Josh, Kalahi, Keola, what do you guys think?
I think it's like everyone fears it, so it's kind of like I'm not sure.
What role does this fear play in chapter 2? Josh, do you know?
I didn't read it, but maybe it makes them make a bad decision because of the fear, rushing things.
Right. I mean, there's like, some pretty general responses to how people deal with fear, right? You can either like face it head on, ignore it, right? Or run away, right? I mean, like there's just things you can do with fear. Okay. And Josh brings up a really good point that, when there's fear involved, really bad decisions are made, right? So keep an eye on this role of fear. Okay. All right, let's move on to chapter 3, huts on the beach. Go ahead and explain your freeze frame.
Joshua and I decided to act out the scene from page 49 to 50. And in that scene, Jack just finishes an unsuccessful hunting mission for meat or for pigs. And he reunites with Ralph on the beach where they get into an argument about the huts built and kind of like what they need to have done.
Okay, very good. Very good. What kind of leader is Ralph? Okay, and I'm looking for everybody to kind of contribute to this. So what kind of leader is Ralph? If you could like comment on his leadership. Okay.
Yes.
In what way? Like why is his leadership like okay? Would you rather have Ralph or Jack as the leader?
Ralph.
Okay, why? Tell me why.
He shows initiative.
Okay. What else?
He has like a system kind of, or like he has organized like people for each like section, I guess, or like the fire and building.
That's really good, right? You as a leader, you can't do everything. So you have to be able to designate people, right? Give them kuleana. Okay. What else? What is interesting about Jack? Somebody else talk about it. Alicia? Okay, or Caleb, somebody?
Like he's very cosmetic and like kind of like real, you know what I'm saying? He's very a joyful person.
Jack?
Oh no, Ralph.
Oh, Ralph, yes. Ralph is I would think a pretty likable person. Okay, so what about Jack? What's up with Jack?
He only wants to hunt.
Okay, and what does that say about him as a leader?
He doesn't think about anything besides hunting, so like he's not really open-minded, I guess you could say.
Okay, very good. Right, and I hope that you guys like take that into account while you're creating your idea of what a leader looks like, right? How you define what a leader looks like or behaves, right? Why? Because leaders need big picture kind of perception, right? The big picture is that we need everybody to be doing something in order to survive, right? We need huts to be built. We need the fire going so that we can get a smoke signal, and we need to eat, right? But Jack is tunnel vision, right? Okay, so very good. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our tablets, and then let's go ahead and set up the notes for the next couple chapters for this week. Okay, so let's go ahead at the very top, just write real big, chapter 4, and then write the title down. Chapter 4, painted faces and long hair. Okay, that's the chapter title. So if you guys notice, the chapter titles actually provide kind of a hint as far as what's going to happen. So knowing that chapter 4 is titled Painted Faces and Long Hair, go ahead underneath your first set of notes, just go ahead and predict what is going to happen in chapter 4 based on the title. What is going to happen in chapter 4 based on the title? Just real short, just what do you think? Okay, just write it down in your notes so that we have at least something to think about as you guys are reading. Okay, so Josh, what did you write down in your notebook? What do you think this title is hinting at? Painted faces and long hair. Looks like Josh is busy. Alicia, what do you think?
Like they're letting go of like any sort of like being clean or anything. Like they're just letting it go. And they're kind of just being savages or whatever.
Okay, cool, right? So it's kind of like the pandemic, right? We saw all the boys' hair getting longer and longer and longer. Not that they turned into savages, but I mean, like, you know, and then at one point they got sick of the hair being long and then they cut it. It's kind of funny to see that whole like evolution of, okay. But for you guys, right? What does that mean, right? Painted faces and long hair. Okay, so just keep an eye on what's going to happen with Jack. Go ahead and write down the word violence. Okay, so in chapter 4, what role does violence play in chapter 4? Violence, real interesting. Okay, and then I want you to write down this person's name. Keep an eye on Percival. 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 Go ahead and write his name down. Percival. Okay, he's really important to the story. Yeah, Percival. Okay.
I'm gonna spell it again.
P-E-R, hello. Percival. Percival. Percival Wemmings Madison. Okay, what happens to him? Okay, there's going to be something that happens. Make sure you guys keep track of that. Okay, next, turn the page for chapter 5 notes. Chapter 5 notes, it's titled Beast from the Water. Beast from the Water. Okay, make sure that you guys continue to draw your pictures. And I'm not looking for like a lot of notes here. What I'm looking for is just the main ideas, right? And maybe 1 or 2 memorable quotes from the chapter. Can? I think that's pretty manageable. Okay, Josh, you setting up your notebook? Okay, come on, buddy. Okay, make sure. Okay, all righty. Moving on. Very good. So this week we are reading chapters 4 and 5. Okay. Going back to Canvas now to just transition you guys a little bit. What we have here is book creator. Okay. For your book creator assignment, chapters 4 and 5, you are going to become the island. So if the island could talk, what would the island say? I would like you guys to design questions. Go ahead and write the word 5, number 5, 5 questions, at least 5 questions, okay, to interview the island. So you can demonstrate your knowledge of chapters 4 and 5, okay? Your island can speak Pidgin. Your island can have a British accent. Your island can, I don't know, have fun with it. I don't know what type of filter you could use in Snapchat to become an island. Okay, but that would be kind of fun. Okay, you could also use a background filter and become the island, because I think some of you guys can like set up your cameras in a certain way to where like when you have a virtual background on, you can only see parts of your face, and that would be kind of funny as well. Okay, but what you can do is like set up the questions, throw them up on the screen, and then the island will talk. Okay, so you're going to be creating a video clip that interviews the island. So I want you to dress up and have fun with this. It should be a pretty enjoyable task to do. Handles, Randles. Okay, have fun with it. If you want to draw something on a paper and then open up and then like use the opening as the mouth play part, that would be hilarious as well. Okay, but make sure that in book creator you have that. We'll be sharing that out next class. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to go over your CER assignment because this is going to take you a while. Okay, so what we have here is we have a longer CER assignment. You're going to need to open up this link and create your own copy, rename it with your name, and then change the settings to anyone with the link can comment. And then when you're done, you're going to submit this assignment. Okay, it's worth 40 points. So I need you guys to make sure you do this. The graphic organizer is worth 10 points. And then the rest of the short essay is worth 30 points. Everybody clear on that? Okay, we got to go back in and make sure we're not only reading, but we're also practicing our writing. Okay, so what we have here is we have a shorter essay that's due. Okay, 3 paragraphs. You're going to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Okay, so in your introduction, I expect to see, you know, the hook, bridge, and thesis, but also I would like to see the tag, right? The title, author, genre, and the thesis. Please follow the rubric, okay? So 10 points total for the introduction and conclusion. Make sure the conclusion ties back to the lead, okay? Make it come back full circle. The details, I'm looking for at least 4 details. And then your explanation, make sure you grow your response by explaining how the details supports the thesis. Okay, so let's look. So what we have here is the prompt. Okay, I need you guys to look at this prompt and understand what I'm asking you to do. Okay, so it says, what lessons from Dr. Kamana Maikalani Beamer's essay, Tutu's Aloha Aina Grace, can be applied to the events in chapters 2 through 4 in William Golding's novel, Lord of the Flies? Okay, is everybody clear on that? What you're supposed to do? Yes, Alicia. Question?
I found a filter on TikTok.
Oh, geez.
You can put
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, oh my gosh. So you need to make sure that you can like, capture that. That's going to be awesome. You're going to make me laugh so hard. Hey, and if you go above and beyond on your book creators, I don't have a problem giving you guys extra credit points. Okay, Alicia? So go for it. Okay, rock on with your bad self. All right. So if you guys look at this graphic organizer, right, you're going to be dropping in some details about the lessons from Tutu's Aloha Aina Grace. Okay. In the middle column, if you guys look, okay, I expect to see direct quotes, right? In this situation, if the boys practice blah, 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 right, as stated from Tutu's Aloha Aina Grace, then what would have happened, right? You're going to explain over here. These are just notes. The graphic organizer is just notes, but it needs to be completed to get your 10 points. Everybody good on that? Then down below, you're going to write your response here. Okay. 40 points. Okay. Write it down. Write down CER 40 points. It's major. Okay. It's major. Super major. Okay. Now this is the perfect timing. What I would like you guys to do is this. Okay. You have about 15 minutes left of class. No, you have 25 minutes left of class. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to end class early so that you can start reading. Okay. I'm not going to hold you guys accountable for this. So you guys hold yourselves accountable. Start reading chapter 4. Take notes. Okay. Can? No, look at me like, oh, thanks, Kumu. I'm going to take a nap now. Don't you dare look at me like that. Okay. You guys, remember, you're in training for 10th grade. Read. Where's your books? Show me your books. Where's your books? Okay. Because I think it's pretty ridiculous if I have to keep you guys on Zoom and watch you guys read. All right. Because what I'm going to be doing is looking at the tops of your heads while you guys are reading. And I don't want to do that. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm calling you guys out and you guys read 25 minutes. Take notes. Color your notes. Handles, randles. Don't forget to do your membeing. I'm still giving extra credit points if you guys score 80 and above for membeing. So there's plenty of things you guys can do to get good grades this quarter. Can? It was so nice to see you guys. I will see you guys in person. Holy smokes. In person next week. Okay. All right. Take care. Do your work.
Bye.
I'll stay on for a bit if you guys need. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh.